Welcome, wrestling gamblers, from the wire webs to the 20th edition of Monday Night Raw. Hosted, shuffled, bold, trot, talked, review it, ended by me, the Wrestling Shuffler. If you already reached this point of the video, you should already know by now that Monday Night Raw ain't your average Raw review that you normally see in the YouTube wrestling circus, aka, or simplified, the YWC. This ain't your average Monday Night Raw review that you see on the Y-Webs. Having said that, speaking of shooters, I like to give a very special shout out to none other than Scorp18talkswrestlin. The very first time, the very first person, the very first channel, should I say, that I made a YWC challenge. You can see in a few practice videos I did before reaching this one. Although he did not respond to me the way I planned to do that concept, but nevertheless, I appreciate the guy to at least respond. Next to Fape, I made 4 YWC challenges and only 2 people respond. Fape in the response video, and this guy that I'm shouting, Scorp18talkswrestlin, made a comment, at least I may not do with the Cardi tank, which I never expected. I expected a video response, but you know, I'm doing it in a comment instead. That was very cool by you, Scorp18talkswrestlin. I seen a little bit of your stuff. The first time I ever saw your channel was in a shout out by "And the Rope Show." I thought it was fun. You seem like a fun guy. You seem like you do a fun presentation of your content. A little similar style to Fape's shtick. So, having said that, if you don't know Scorp18talkswrestlin is all about, check his channel right here in the description box down below. Give some love to this guy. He's putting in the hard work. He's putting in the comedy. He's putting in the entertainment. Lot better than my or some of people that are easily overhyped. He seems like a very cool dude and does very cool stuff. Much respect. Give him some love. Okay, having said that, let's play Monday Night Raw. Okay, let's shuffle up the cards a little bit. Mr. Grinch, you smell like onion. I don't know the freaking song, but I was laughing along to Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Okay, I shouldn't really sing, but it's my video, and I'm gonna do what I damn well please, just like Vince McMahon does with the WWE Network. Okay, right now we have the deck ready. Now it's time to put this in a bowl in order to make the perfect Monday Night Raw video from the no ones and the nobody that watches his videos online. Seriously, I almost have no views or no interaction, but that's okay. I do this for fun. Okay, I believe that's shuffled already. Okay, now I'm gonna draw my first card for this Monday Night Raw video, and that is this one. What I'm going to talk about will be about this Monday Night Raw. 6 things that I liked about Raw. Easy. Ho 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 Hogan, brother. Kicks off Monday Night Raw with his usual old shtick, but it works, bro. The second thing I liked was, if you think you got all the answers, I change the questions, Roddy Piper. With Rusev, I love his shtick. Every time we have Piper spit is enjoyable, and this was no exception with Rusev. The third thing I like about Raw was Damian Mizdow Once again, top-notch performance. Fourth thing I like was the match between Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. I was sad to see that these good matches, the storyline doesn't measure up to it, but it was a very fun match to see. Okay, I believe that's 4. The fifth thing I liked about Monday Night Raw this week, the match between Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt was the main event, the special Christmas main event. I believe last year we had John Cena. Glad that this year we have an improvement. That was good. The sixth thing I liked was the perfect selling of the New Stooges. That John Cena FU'd perfectly. Attitude adjusted perfectly the tempers of the Seth Rollins' Stooges. That was very good double attitude adjustment. I like the way, I think it was the only one of the few ever times that the double attitude adjustment was executed perfectly in a way that these guys sell it. To me, that was freaking cool. Okay, 6 up, 5 gots to go. Okay, now it's time to reach up. Shut up, watch! Okay, now it's the big discards. What I'm gonna talk about will be what I didn't like about the main event. You see, the Dark King represents a negative thingy in the main event, or the main storyline. I guess what I didn't like was that after Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt went on, that instead of letting Bray Wyatt soak up the moment, Dean Ambrose once again, for the 4th time, I believe it was the 4th time, I could be wrong, I only see a little short video on the WWE.sapo.com, the Portuguese site, but why did Ambrose have to jump for the 4th time yet again, on top of a ladder and through a table? I already seen 3 times in the TLC main event. I don't want to see that again, or at least without any due purpose. This was a street fight or massacre on the name of what city, but I didn't like that. To be honest, I think that was a little bit overplayed. Dean Ambrose, I didn't like it. Okay, 2 cards, 4 to go. Let's see what I got. Another card here to go. I'm gonna pick up this card. This card. Okay. I'm gonna talk about will be 7 things that I also liked about Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns against Big Show. Cool for what it was. Fandango winning against Jack Swagger. I like that also. The first thing I appreciated, I guess, was the Miz reaction after he won his match against one of the Usos. His face is corny as heck, but funny as heck also. Miz, to me, is a very underrated heel. He's very good at what he does. To me, is good at what he does. And I feel that he's done a good job in his role, but most people don't have much of appreciation for what the Miz can actually bring to the table. Namely, Damien Mizdow. Yes, you can say that Damien Mizdow did almost all on his own, but if he wasn't associated with the Miz, he would probably be lost in the shuffle. No pun intended. Okay. 3 things. That was 3. Another thing was Ryback. I love the way he was presented. The 5th thing was Ryback's aggression against Rusev. I like that also. And another thing I liked was Ryback didn't waste his clothesline on Rusev. That was very cool thinking. And the 7th and last thing, oh boy, it's always a joy to see Lana. Lana is so hot! Man, Okay, 3 cards, free to go. Oh boy, have to pick up this card. What will I have to talk about will be 3 things I found overplayed. The result against Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, same result, same kind of shtick. John Cena once again winning, clean this time. And Hulk Hogan being corny as usual on the mic. That's about it. Not advancing anything, just wearing, ho ho ho, brother. I liked it, but it was corny, it was overplayed. I already see Hogan do a dozen of these type of shticks, promo segments on Raw already. Didn't do much. Okay, 4, 2 to go. Going to pick up this little cards. Going to pick up this little baby. Okay. Oh, what was the worst thing I despised the most? What I despised the most was the fact that John freaking Cena won again against Seth Rollins. Clean! That was bull. I'm not gonna say even the word. That was terrible. That's the worst thing I didn't like about this Raw. John Cena winning again against a newcomer without ever a chance, and overbooked crap interference by the Stooges. I didn't like that. Okay, 5 cards. That was a standout thing. 1 to go. Gonna pick up this one. Okay, I'm gonna finish off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna finish off with what was the most overplayed aspect about Raw this week. I already talked about it, but to me, the most overplayed aspect about this Raw was once again John Cena wins clean by interference. The overbooked match between Seth Rollins and John Cena just makes Seth Rollins look weak. As a matter of fact, despite being a Money in the Bank carrier, Seth Rollins look weak everywhere. He always needs help. He almost doesn't beat anyone or any main eventer legitimately by himself, and at some point he had to do that in order to establish some kind of credibility. So to me, every time that John Cena wins or gets defeated by interference, it's overplayed. I've seen it enough times already. So that to me was the most overplayed aspect about this Monday Night Raw. Okay, so that's about the end of this week's session of WWE Monday Night Raw. Gameplay by me, the Wrestling Shuffler. So, all I got to say is, happy holidays!